Hello, welcome to another flight. This is going to be a return from Keflavik, this time heading back to Manchester. However, this is using something completely different. This is the Flightfactor A320 Ultimate in X-Plane. I bought this the other day. So far I'm really impressed with it. It's really nice. I've also installed the HD mesh, which we'll check that out when we start climbing. So far all I've done is put a ground power unit on and the chocks, and turned on the ADIRS and programmed in where we're going. Unfortunately I seem to have a bug, which is that I just cannot get flight plans to load in. Luckily this is quite a simple flight plan, so I'll do it manually. But next thing we need to do is put in our flight details. So cost index is 25. Just double check. Cruising level will be flight level 370. Okay. Now let's go to the next page. We have to set up our weights. So fuel. It's called a fuel truck. How much fuel are we going to need? We're going to take 8.6 tons. 8617 to be exact. So let's set that. There we go. Passengers. We'll call stairs at the front and at the back. And it's going to be, what's that here? 127. This is all coming from FlyUK. This the plan they've given me. Cargo, we are going with the cargo loaders here. If I remember right, cargo was 1.5 tons. So that's 1500 kilograms. There we go. Now if we have a quick check, center of gravity is at 26.3. Settle with that. Zero fuel weight, center of gravity 27.1. So our zero fuel weight is going to be 53412. Let's just program that in. We've got that here, 53412. Block fuel 8.6. Okay, that looks good. I've initialized the IRS already. So the next thing to do is to get the flight plan loaded. So you won't be able to see what I'm doing, but I will just tell you exactly what it is. So from BIKF, which is Keflavik, we go directly to Pixum. Papa, Indigo, X-ray, Uniform, Mike. That was me doing really well. We'll put Pixum in, yeah, insert. Then we're going to take from Pixum, no sorry, we're going to go to a marker, 6114, I was about to say Norman, what is it? I'm trying to remember now. November. I'm not doing well here at all, am I? Then we're going to Balix. After that, I'm going to give up on trying to say the names. Believe it or not, I actually do know how to say them. Just not today, apparently. From Balix, okay. From Balix, we are going to be taking the UP59. And we're going to Ninex. UP59, there we go. Going to, what did I say? Ninex. Okay. Put that in. From Ninex let's direct to DCS. A slight bit of lag there. DCS. Then we're going to be going from DCS along the U, L, too many L's there, 612. And we're going to take that to Lakey. Okay. From Lakey, we're going direct to EGCC. Okay. Now, what I need to do very quickly, just set that back to the right view. I'm going to pause the video for a second. I need to have a quick check. I need to load up my maps because I forgot to load them before I started. Obviously I'm as prepared as a real pilot here, not actually having my maps ready. But I'll just pause the video quickly while I do that. Okay, so I've got my maps ready. What I need to do now is have a quick check. Is it this mode? No. I'm still getting to grips with this a little bit. Weather, okay. Let's convert the QNH. Weather is 1013. Okay. Sky conditions 2,000 feet. Overcast. Visibility more than 10 miles. Wind calm. QNH 1013. Yeah, good. We've got fairings turned off. That is what I want. Okay. So, in terms of runway, we're winds calm, which means we can take any runway we like. So, as we want to be heading off towards the southeast, it would be good if we could take something, yeah, say runway 10. We'll take runway 10 departure. And look, there we go. Pixum is our first destination waypoint, so we'll take that. And get those inserted. Right. As for arrival, as I don't yet know what the plan is in terms of weather, we will just put in the most northern runway we can. So 05 now. 23. We'll take 23. And our last waypoint is Lakey. So I just need to have a quick check of the maps and see which one is most suitable for Lakey. Strangely enough, I can't find it. There it is. Okay. So, standard arrivals. Where exactly is Lakey? Ah, perfect. So if we take daily to Alpha, this one here, that will tie up nicely. Get that inserted. Okay. So we do still have a standard sort of flight plan discontinuity. That seems to be a normal sort of thing to happen. But this looks like it will be a completed flight plan. Perfect. Now, I believe that I can save the flight plan somehow. But I really don't know how, so I'll have to do that at the end when I've finished recording. For now, though, what we'll do, just load up the ATC, file a flight plan with them. Aircraft registration is G Foxtrot Lima Charlie Indigo. Manufacturer, this is a lovely Airbus A320. Why can I not find A320? Oh, there it is. Airline. I don't think they have our airline included. No, they don't. So we'll leave airline blank. Flight number is FL. Flight number is 623. Yeah. Departure BIKF. Arrival EGCC. En route altitude will be 37,000 feet. And we'll leave that. So file the flight plan. Then. Oh, I was having this bug the other day. It's rather annoying. Alright, we won't use the ATC. We've got our route here though, and everybody is loaded on board. So if we go over here to our lovely checklist, what do we need to do? So the batteries are on, external power is on, IRS is on, electric hydraulic pipes on, and fuel pumps on. Okay. Electric hydraulic pipes, they are on, and fuel pumps on. Okay. Engine generators should be on with faults. That is correct. Oops. Packs 1 and 2 on, engine bleed 1 and 2 on. That is also correct, I think. Yep, they were on already. Hot air on, yes. Anti-ice off. Emergency lights armed. Cabin signs on. So let's just arm these. Put our cabin signs on, and nav and logo on. Nav and logo. They're on. What's next then? GPWS should be on. It is. Perfect. Parking brake is set. I believe. Parking brake is set, yes. Just get that out of the way. Flaps verify 0. Correct. Speed brake retracted, disarmed, and engine masters off. Yes and yes.
MBA 2 Alpha, cleared IFR 2, Londonderry Eglinton, as filed, maintain, flight level 350,
engine mode selector, normal, and thrust levers idle.
Cleared IFR 2, Londonderry Eglinton, as filed, maintain, flight level 350, squawk 470,
transponder, standby, control
Alpha,
panel control panel is on. Transponder is on standby already, yes. Frequency set, yep. Ecam and main panel. Recall button select. Okay, selected. Landing gear, verified down. MCU. Yeah, okay. So landing gear is down. Doors are open. Anti-skid on and flight director on. Flight director is on. Anti-skid is on. Cool. So that's the preparation done. F and GS setup. I've already done that. Fueling. So we have got our correct fuel levels. Yep. So we can now remove our baggage.
9 Mike Foxtrot, cleared IFR2, is off the order, as filed, maintain, 15,000, squawk 4702. Cleared IFR2 is off the order, as filed, maintain, 15,000, squawk 470,
traffic cones,
9
we don't
Mike
have traffic cones
Foxtrot.
APU start, okay. that one. Get that started. And should now be able to see this here. Make it a little bit bigger. So it is starting. APU bleed should be on and external power should be turned off. Okay, the APU bleed is on. In fact, we'll wait for that for now. There's no point putting it on when we haven't got any bleed. So the APU is almost there now, and we have now got a little bit of bleed. So we can put that on. What's next? External power off, doors closed, doors have just closed, beacon light should be put on. The APU generator, let's just have a quick check down here. Electrics. So we have got external power, we've got the APU generator is up and running. Okay, switch that external power off. And the APU generator kicks in. Perfect. Close that down. So now we can put the beacons on. We can also go back to here, get the ground power unit removed. Cool. So pushback and engine start. We can request the ground service.
No service at this airport.
No service at this airport. Okay, so I assume that means that I taxi on my own. Maybe. Is that what it means? If I go to my outside view, where are the taxiways? So we've got a little plane behind us that's just starting to taxi out. So I think we will just follow him. We won't even bother. So let's get back in here. Put those parking brakes back on. So we're going to ignore that. This is a very unorthodox flight, I'm aware. Engine mode selector. Ignition start. We should. In engine mode, yes. Engine master 2. Get that switched on. Okay. Engine 2 should get some fuel flow very soon. Should see it display here. Oh, we've already got it. Excellent news. Okay, wait for that to spool up. After that, ECAM monitor. Okay, confirm stabilized, and then repeat the steps for engine 1. Okay, I can do that. I think I can manage that. I'll be honest, this plane is very, very similar to the Aerosoft that I was flying in FSX, but I like it. It's much better looking, really, really incredible looking. Let's go to engine 1. I have also got P3D now. P3D does obviously have a FS Labs available, which I think I will get, because I've wanted that for a very long time and haven't had it. While we're waiting, I'm just going to put this to performance mode. Performance mode is obviously no good at the moment, but it will be afterwards, once we've got everything set up. We're looking good. Engine 2 is stabilizing. Well, we'll do soon. I'm speaking a little bit too early, to be honest. We could have done this as a single engine taxi, but I prefer doing it as a dual, really. It saves time when we get to the runway. Don't have to worry about messing around with getting the other engine spooled up before we actually take off. There we go. Now we're getting there. Okay, perfect. So that's those two ready. Next, after start, engine and wing anti-ice as required. Yeah, we're good with that. APU bleed off and APU master off. Okay, bleed off, master off. Pitch trim set. So what was our pitch trim? Up 0.5. Let's get that sorted then. Flight controls. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's too far. There we go. So pitch trim up at 0.5. Spoilers armed. Engine mode selected as required. Okay, yeah. Spoilers armed. Yep. Flaps set. So for our takeoff, we're not very heavy, so we're going to do this on flap 1. And we are up 0.5. Okay. I haven't checked Keflavik to see what sort of values we should use for thrust reduction. So I think we'll stick with the 1670 now. Yes. I forgot that wasn't working. But there was a way of finding out. In general, it's going to be around 140, so we'll just go with these. I think I need to watch another video again. And I promise I do understand why these numbers are important and why they should not be the same for each one. I'm just doing this because I don't actually remember what they're supposed to be. Or how to check them. Not for this aircraft at least. So, flaps set. Rudder trim is at 0, I believe. Yes, it is. Flight controls, check. Very good point. Let's check the flight controls. Full left. Full right. Full up. Full down. Full left rudder, full right rudder. Okay. Next, door page checked. Let's check the doors if I remember how. Yeah, so doors are all closed, perfect. Ecam status checked. It's, any messages? No, perfect. Hand signals received, yeah, we're not doing that one. Taxi. So, parking brake, release. Auto brake should be set to max. Takeoff, yes, exactly as it says here. Takeoff config should be pressed. I can't do that. Flaps to 1, sorry. I actually need to check the cabin ready. There we go. So now I can put the flaps out yet. Yep, there we go. Takeoff config. Let's give a little PA announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain and crew would like to welcome you on board this Airbus A320. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage under the seat in front of you, or in an overhead bin. The captain and crew will do everything possible to make your flight comfortable and enjoyable. The captain, the crew, and flight...
So, I am getting a little bit lost here. And I need to get a little bit more speed. A little bit slow on the ground here. At least there's no other aircraft around to get in the way. Always a slight bonus. TCAS is still on standby. I thought I should have changed it already. Oh no, before takeoff I changed it. Okay. That's fine, I can manage that. That is definitely a runway by there. Okay. Usually I have Navigraph loaded up, so if I'm completely lost I still know where I'm going. But as you've noticed, I don't have that. So I'm just lost. Use this opportunity for a quick look at the model, which is absolutely amazing. It rained when I did my first little test, and the rain was just bouncing off of it and made it have this beautiful wet look. It was absolutely incredible. Okay, so we've got some markings on the floor here. That's good. Very helpful. Let's get back inside. The nice thing about this is that it feels heavy. Even though it's a single aisle aircraft, it's it's still a plane. It's still quite heavy. In Eversoft, in FSX with the Airsoft, it felt quite light. This has got this kind of heavy, sort of inertial feeling to it. It doesn't just go on its own. It's not a slight touch of the rudders will turn it. This has an actual definite feel of weight. However, I have forgotten to do something. I've had to do this in one of my videos before, and I hate having to do it. I need to put I should have put the taxi lights on. That's something I should have done already. I'm going to have to put the APU back on. Because I forgot to start my flight on Skytrack. If I don't start it on there, it won't get recorded. Very, very stupid of me. If that engine started. What I'll do is I'll just shut down the engines quickly before takeoff. Of course, it's not a normal thing to do, but there we go.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
I fully aware I'm on a taxiway. However, I am on a taxiway doing 40 knots. That is far too quick. And this is something I heard a lot of people talking about. This undulation of the roads, they're not flat. You can see that here. I'm bouncing up and down. It's amazing. It truly is nothing like Flight Simulator. I'm still braking because we were going a little bit fast to start with that. This is runway 10. Perfect. Put the brakes on. It starts to a stop. That was actually a very impressive stop. Oh, sorry, coming back on. So, APU is all on, APU bleed, turn that back on. And I need to just shut down both engines. Okay, now I can go into SkyTrack and start my flight. And now I can come back here and get my engines restarted. While I'm doing that, we're going to enter the runway in a second, so it's perfectly acceptable to put the landing lights on. Strobes lights on. Runway lights on as well. Taxi lights to take off. And we will... should get a crew supply oxygen turned on, I believe. Everything else is good up there. And I'm going to cheat as well. I'm not going to wait all the way. I'm going to try and get both of them done at the same time. I don't... From what I remember, I don't think you actually can, because you need the PTU, and the PTU is running from the second engine. I don't remember my training. I think it might be possible. This model is very detailed, so if it allows you, I guess it is a possibility, but maybe you need enough engine pressure to be able to start the other engine first. Which is why engine 1 then didn't start straight away. I got a message here as well saying the center tank is feeding. For loads of fuel. Oh yes, I didn't even realise our center tank had anything in it. Apparently it does. Before takeoff, TCAS, TARA, and above. Oops, sorry, try not to make anyone feel sick there. Okay. What else? Engine mode selection as required, which is now normal. And close these two. Then we get the APU bleed off and the master switch. Main panel, brake fans off, sliding table stowed, already done. ATC, takeoff lineup clearance obtained, yeah, okay. Red panels, external lights on, we did that just now. And then we go for an after takeoff. So one thing I forgot to do, so have a look in here. So that's 6,000 or below. 6,000 or below. 7,000 or below. 104. Flight level 120 or below. Okay, so we're going to go to flight level 120. That should be okay. I think that should be okay. Right, we're looking good. Speeds are all in. So let's continue onto the runway. Now you'll notice that my view actually kind of shakes around a little bit. That's because I've got this setting turned on. It has a really cool function. Basically makes it as if it's a human being who can't stay still all the time. I think that's really cool. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but me, yeah, I think that's awesome. We're going to go to WX and T, or manual. Tilt, I'm going to set our tilt to 10, I think. 9? But 9 or 11, alright, we'll go with 9. Let's get a bit of throttle. Because we're staying dead still here. We don't need to go flying onto the runway, but it would be good if we could get on there at some point today. Let's go for the outside view. Very, very cool. Just about to get onto the runway itself. So I'll just swing it around. Try and make sure that there's nothing landing. No, looks good. And I'll line up as best I can. Oh, I need to do another cabin check.
On runway 10.
Mistake. Just turn the throttle back while I quickly do that. Cabin ready, yep. Okay. Flaps to take off. Oh! I'm not quite sure why I retracted those. Definitely off the centre line here. Let's just put ourselves back on. And as soon as we get that message, take off config, sorted. So, let's get going. So, engines throttling up. So I'll pull up to 10 degrees, then up to 15. And we'll continue our climb like that. Coming up to 140 now, which is the fictitious N1, fictitious speed I set. Oh, that was very, very harsh. Oh, honestly, don't know what's going on here. Let's put the autopilot on, that might help. So, let's bring those flaps back up. We can retract our spoilers. What else are we being told to do? Engine mode selector should be as required. It is. Taxi lights off. Okay. And of course runway turn off lights off as well. Engine, wing, anti-ice as required. We don't require them yet. Packs on. Yes, they are on. And this is our thrust reduction speed. So for some reason at the moment I cannot find the correct place. For some reason we're still in toga log. Not quite sure why. This is our toga button. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Okay. Next checklist is at 10,000 feet, which we're not concerned about. Speed back to manage. I really don't know what's going on. Just trying some different things. I remember I had problems last time. Oh, gear isn't up. Okay. That might be correct now. I can't believe I forgot to put the flipping gear up. All currently unlocked. I really hope I haven't done any real damage. Doors are on their way up. Look at that hot air that you see coming out the back. It's amazing. And I'm going to have to take a screenshot, I'm afraid. Because this is just a spectacular image. So we're going to have to stay below 6,000 all the way past here. When's our next checkpoint where we can exceed 6,000? KF's 456, which is not for a while yet, by the looks of it. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of time left before we actually start climbing again. So while we're just kind of cruising along at this speed and altitude. May as well just time lapse it, because there's not much for you to see. Or maybe we can do a PA announcement first. That's what they say.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to climb, we would like to remind you that all flights of our airline are non-smoking. For your safety, the lavatories have been equipped with smoke detectors. When seated, we recommend to keep your seatbelts fastened, even if the fasten seatbelt sign is not illuminated.
There we go. So, please don't smoke, and please keep your belts on. Perfect. See you in a couple of minutes after we've managed to get ourselves across to a point where we can climb again. Okay, so less than 2.5 nautical miles to go until we can start climbing. As soon as we do climb, I will pull to standardise so that we can go into our standard barometer value of 1013. However, we're already at 1013, so that's not going to make any difference whatsoever. I could pull it now, but I usually pull it afterwards if I have a constraint, which is the same as the barometer, as the transition altitude. So I will stick with that, I think. We're going to zoom out as well, because we now know what the next 2 waypoints are going to be. You can see we've got a long distance between Pixum and 6114 November. A long distance.
MD82, 2 Alpha, cleared IFR2, mass response as filed, maintain, flight level 3, 6,
and
0,
there we go,
squawk,
start climbing again.
7, 0, 0.
So let's pull to standardise, perfect. And we'll start climbing again. Get ourselves up to, I think it said, 124? What did it think? It said, I thought we were going to be at around about 102, flight level 102, which is 10,200 feet. Of course, at 10,000 feet we need to perform this checklist here as well. But we're not there just yet. And we're not climbing that fast actually. As well, at 10,000 feet you'll notice the nose dip down a bit so that we can gain some speed, get up to our target speed, which is going to be, in fact it'll be on this one. Our target climb speed is 250. There will be a separate one. Which it doesn't, it's going to say, okay, 0.78 mag. Alright, that's fine. We're climbing nicely. Have a quick look outside and see how it looks. Oh, that is spectacular. Look at that for a view. Time for another screenshot. Perfect. And we are now getting closer to our 10,000 mark. Excellent. Now you'll have to excuse me a second. I have a couple of quick views saved and I don't remember which one is which. So I know 1 takes you here. 2. Okay, that's my autopilot. 3. Now 3 is up here. Perfect. 4 is a lovely left engine view. 5 is my center pedestal. Okay. 6 is right engine. 7, left wing. 8, this nice view here, which I will screenshot as well. And 9, I think, is right wing. Here we go. Look at the detail on those wings, it's just amazing to be honest. But we've now passed 10,000, so landing lights off. There we go. And we'll put our seatbelt lights off as well. I don't think we need seatbelts anymore. So we're now clear. You can see we dipped the nose a little bit just so we could get ourselves up to target speed, which is looking like it's about 288, something around that value. As soon as we've reached that target speed, we'll start climbing at a higher rate again. So we pick the nose up a little bit as well. Oh yeah, we're still set at 120, aren't we? Yeah, let's get that up. That should be going to 37,000 feet now. Push. We can go in managed climb mode. Perfect. Which apparently should be in, what is that? Around about 120 nautical miles we will reach cruising speed. Cruising altitude, sorry. So, what we're going to do, time lapse from now. I haven't yet worked out how to do multiple views. I think I might need a separate plugin to be able to do multiple views. So unfortunately we're going to stay in wing view, in the cockpit view for now. Once we get to cruising altitude, I might put it into out view and we'll see what happens. Let's have a quick check though on the map. Interestingly, you can see there's other aircraft around us. We've got this guy here, a Cirrus Vision, currently at 10,000 feet and climbing. An MD-82, 35,000 feet, heading in my direction by the looks of it. We've just passed an oil platform. Very cool. There was an aircraft carrier as well. Let's zoom out. Can we zoom out anymore? No, we can't. As I said, I am still trying to learn how to use this. I'm obviously not doing very well with it. Yeah. See, there's not much going on around us. With that MD-82, we're going to have to keep an eye on that, because that's climbing. Hopefully, we won't get in the way of each other, but we'll have to see. So, I'll see you once we're up at cruise altitude. Enjoy a time lapse. Okay, so we're almost up at 37,000 feet, just approaching 36,000 mark now. In preparation for our approach later, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the BORs. So they're both set as ING. If I open up this in the radio navigation section, I should be able to set VOR2. Yes, exactly. I want 113. Come on. It's being a bit sticky here. Let's try it down here. 0.55. Let's put that into frequency 2. There we go, so that's Manchester, which is perfect. My ILS will be 109.5, perfect, that is exactly right. I don't have any ADFs that I can use, not that I've found at least. There will definitely be some, but I can't find any on the charts. But I think that's fine. I will also set up the backup radio. It should be it should be 121.355. One, two, 1.355. Oh, there you go. 355, perfect. And over here, I'll just do a little shift across. There we go. We will set up the ATIS value, which is 2, so I'm hoping it's going to be 128.180. But we'll find out when we get closer if that's wrong. Oh, we're just about to hit 57,000. 37,000, right. So 128.180. You might have noticed this just changed to cruise. We're now in cruise phase. Okay. So let's get ourselves back to standard view. Radio navigation is set. Fuel on board. So destination should have 0.4 by the looks of it. That sounds perfectly fine to me. There is a way. No, I don't remember how to do it. But that's fine. So we're going to go back to we're going to go back to time lapse again. So I'm getting myself a jumper there. I'm going to put that one in now actually, and this one as well, because at some point during this flight I will be asked to check in with the FlyUK Skytrack system to make sure that I'm still here. I haven't gone and hidden away from anyone. So I'll need the radio at that point to just check in. Now as well, I can change this radio down. The weather radar. It is suggested -1 or -2 for this altitude, depending on the distance we're showing on the map. If we have a quick look on terrain, we have got nothing in front of us, nothing at all. We're still in the middle of the ocean. So I'm going to go to the outside view, because there's nothing to see inside at all. Not much to see outside, but maybe it's a little bit better. Look at that beautiful blue sky. Lovely. Oh, and it looks like there's a plane down there. Just below us, probably this one that just passed. So 26,000, that could be it. We've got an MD-82 currently chasing us as well. Looks like it's on some kind of intercept path. Oh look, a flock of birds. We went past a flock of birds. Very interesting that it shows us all this. Another aircraft carrier. Another oil platform. Oh, there we go. I'll try and find a nice view quickly for us to use. Just look at that heat, I mean, it's amazing. Anyway, there's not much to see out here, but at least you've got a nice view. A beautiful, beautiful plane. And I will see you in a little while when we go back to when we start doing some sort of approach. Enjoy the time lapse. time for descent. So performance planning. Being a bit slow. There we go. Right. QNH will be 10, 13. You know what? We're going to do this in the other one. Just gonna go down here and do it that way. There we go. So 10, 13. QNH. Temperature, I'm not sure. I'll double check, so we'll go with 10 for now. Wind is unknown as well, actually. In fact, most of this is unknown. So, descent checklist, ATIS, that's already set, did that earlier. MCDU, flight plan performance, nav rad set, yes. Not the performance for the approach, but that's fine. Nav accuracy check, done. Auto brakes, put them onto low. Seatbelt sign on, no, not yet, and anti-ice. So, we can check quickly what altitude we need to be at. 3,500. So let's dial that down. And begin. There we go. Now we're in descent mode. Estimated time to arrival 1950. And I think I'm not sure, but I think I can check the weather. Access wind data. Okay. Wind request. So I'm going to go with 35880. Back to the performance. So 358 at 0. Let's just see. That's not helping me. I haven't yet worked out how to actually check the weather at a location. So in terms of weather, I don't actually know what the temperature is going to be. I have no way of finding out, so I'll just plug that in. For decision height, it is 50 feet. So I'll put that into the decision height. We will land in full, so we're going to be approaching at 133, landing at 128. Now let's get back to the flight plan. There we go. What comes next in our checklist? So we've got an approach checklist, but that's quite a long way away. Nothing we need to do right now. Not really. Currently 30 feet off track, apparently. And by the way, I did notice earlier that I accidentally put the flaps out, and that's why I've got an overspeed warning. That was just because I pressed the wrong key. If we have a quick check, we don't have any limits for a while. We do have a speed constraint actually at TNT. So DCS is 7 nautical miles, we've got 32.29. So that would be 67 nautical miles. Yeah, that should be fine. 20,000 feet. Should be okay. So there's nothing to see, so we'll just time lapse down to our first ascent point, which is 10,000 feet, which is when we're going to have to put lights and things like that on. So, see you in a minute. So I'm going to try something now because I don't think we're descending quick enough, which is push. Apparently though you can pull, but I don't know how. So I'll have to check that. It'd be nice if we could descend a little bit faster. So I don't know if this helps. Maybe I need a different version. Supposedly you can pull the knob and that will give you open descent mode, but I don't seem to have that. Let's have a quick look outside. It's looking very nice down there. We are currently Huddersfield, so we're in the north. Can't zoom out any further, of course. But we are now getting much closer to our destination. Put that away. Something in the performance. No, it doesn't want to let me, does it? Shame. I think we should be okay though. Just about cross that in time. But I have just hit the expedite descent button. Which means if I give a little bit of spoiler, that is the descent version I was looking for actually. So what we've done is by giving spoiler, we maintain the same speed, maintain idle, but we drop a lot quicker. Which just means we've got a lot more time to get our speed under control afterwards. But that's quite fast, so the speed brakes back in there. See the nose should start coming up again now. Doesn't want to turn off. below 10,000, so landing lights on. I'm going to turn the lights down because it's getting a bit more difficult to see in here. Maybe onto dim for now. Here's a little bit of something to see. So we have broken a lot of rules here. Descended far too quickly. Below 10,000 feet, greater than 250 knots. But it looks like we will be dropping the speed very quickly, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the speed brakes out onto full. Try and get rid of some of this speed as quickly as possible. I'm also going to turn the weather radar off. Give us terrain height map instead. So 60 1600 feet is our peak, which is just around here. That should be fine. And if we have a quick look outside, still can't see anything. Completely pitch black. Good news though, we have now reached our 250 knot speed. So we're about 24 miles out. Let's cancel from the flight plan. Quickly move over here and let's get HF2. So I'm not picking anything up yet. Bit of cloud ahead. Okay. We're not going to put the LS sign. Oh, maybe we are. Actually, probably should have put seatbelt signs on already.
2,500.
Let's go with the LS.
MD82. Alpha, resume on navigation.
That's the landing checklist.
Resume
So
on
we
navigation.
don't have that yet.
MD82. Alpha.
Let's have a look at our missed approach. Missed approach, we should climb to 3,500. Okay. Which is the same as what we have here, so that's fine. Starting to drop a bit of speed for the next
2,500.
waypoint. And you can see the deceleration waypoint around here. Ooh. There we go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to activate the approach phase early. But I'm going to set the speed.
2,500.
I'm going to set the speed to 180 for now.
2,500.
And you can see here flap speeds. So extension of the landing gear 250, 230 flaps 1, 200 flaps 2. So we can now put the landing gear down. Let's see what happens. Hopefully they lock in place. It's not a good sign. They are definitely down. And 3 green. Okay. Let's go to flaps 1. Try and change something.
SJ
to our second set of flaps.
Descend and maintain 8,000 SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
Still at 16 nautical miles out. Now, just put this third flaps, there we go. What else do we need to do? So, we do that on the approach, that's fine, we don't need to do that now. And we can now put our final set of flaps. Perfect.
SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. Fly heading 080. Vectors for the visual. Runway 32. Descend and maintain 6,000. Fly heading 080. Vectors for the visual. Runway 32. Descend and maintain 6,000. SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
Now I just need to quickly check what we've got going on here. Over this side, 128.18.
It's easy to prepare. Ten minutes, right?
So this is obviously a little bit boring here. We've not got much going on, so I'll put a PA announcement to go out.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, flight attendants will be passing cold drinks and a light meal. Please prepare your folding tables. Make sure your seats are in an upright position.
That PA announcement was for the wrong item, obviously. Let's see what this one's for.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, flight attendants will be passing cold drinks and a light meal.
Still the wrong thing.
Please
That's still not what I want.
folding tables. Make sure
Now
your
I changed my
seats are in
graphics
an
settings
upright
partway through
position.
recording to try and increase the frame rate. It didn't do anything, but everything seems to be darker. So I'm going to try afterwards and see if it gets any better. But that could be one of the reasons we can't see the plane. Because usually there'd be some small amount of reflection. Because even the lighting seems to have got worse. but we're now on track. So 12 nautical miles. I'm going to put the localizer on very soon. Not just yet, I don't think. We'll wait until we get to this point here. This point is where we'll intercept the actual vertical profile. If you look down here, if I put the progress on, you see we're 750 below the profile. We're getting closer and closer every minute as we get to that point. Not allowed to get told not allowed about everything here. So what are these points? They are 250 and 100. That's all they are. Okay, it's good to know. Of course, we're flying very, very slowly. Air traffic control would probably hate us at the moment because we're making things very difficult for ourselves and for them by flying incredibly slowly, and we're not even on the localizer. This, by the way, will be my first landing. I have not performed the landing yet, so I really, really hope it goes well. We'll have a quick check. Wind calm. Now, where exactly are we landing? Somewhere here. It's very difficult to see. All this stuff laid over the top. Should be directly on my right, basically, but that's it there. There we go. EGCC runway 5, EGCC runway 23. So everything should be tuned already. EGCC itself, can I select that? Honestly, I don't know how this works. Details, communications, ATIS 121.975. Okay. Let's get that back down. 121.975. Yeah. Perfect. Temperature 14. I was very close. Arriving on runway 5 right and 5 left. It's fine. It's fine. So conditions here. Overcast. Calm. Cool. Okay. Approach 118.575 or 121.35. Let's go with 35 because it's closer to the number already on. There you go. So now if I look in my air traffic control, no, nothing. But we are getting ready to land now, so let's put the localizer on.
2,500.
We should capture this very soon. Localizer captured, perfect. Let's get ourselves on track. You can hear the engine spooling up a little bit. I'm trying to make sure we keep ourselves at level height. And now, approach. Both autopilots on, we're going over Cat 3, which is expected. We're still just a little bit below That's the point where we're going to start descending. And it is actually quite a long descent. We've got some traffic down the end of the runway as well. We're just adjusting ourselves to the localizer. We've got cloud cover at 1900 feet, so we're not going to see anything until we get out of that. Hopefully, it'll be a nice view coming down. I really hope so. But as I said, this is my first landing, so if this goes horribly wrong, which it could do. Oh, that won't be good. Glide slope captured, but we're not going to start descending just yet. We are now on the landing phase, established on approach. Taxi light set to take off. Okay. We should put our wing lights on, I think. Let's just see if that makes it any better out here. No, not really. What else do we need to do? Oh, there we go, we started descending. Spoilers are armed, landing memo. Doesn't have anything on there at the moment. But we're on the glide slope, so we're doing well. All good so far. Let's just turn the terrain on. 1300 feet, that's over there. I think we can live with that. It's a nice slow descent actually.
Ready? Can I make notes? Huh? Since we have already done.
You said 10.
How long it took you?
5.
Sorry. I didn't anticipate my power. I'm not wanting that.
$2,500.
So 7 miles out. It should come through this cloud in a minute. Yep, you can see us here. Just coming in to what's classed as runway now. I have to say, this is a really shallow run up. But it's great because you get plenty of chance to correct yourself if you've made a mistake or haven't been able to get your flaps out or things like that. But as I was accidentally ready beforehand, it's not so good. Right, we need to do a cabin ready. There we go. And we need to arm our spoilers. And here we go. these lights turned off. And I think this is the reason people have X-Plane. The graphics like this, that's incredible. I can see the two PAPI lights in the distance, just down there. 2 yellow, 2 red, so we're perfectly on track.
Approaching 2, 3, right.
Okay, getting closer now. As we get close to the minimum, which is 50, we make sure we're happy to land. If we're happy, we're going to then pull back on the stick afterwards. Sorry, the throttle.
200.
Now this is the problem, we're not using ATC. There's another plane taking off just above my head.
100 above.
Next, I'm going to have to work out how to get the ATC working.
100. Minimum 50.
There we go.
40.
So
30. 20.
touching down.
10. Retard. Retard. 5.
Cancel the brakes. And I'll turn the autopilot off. fast then. So the brakes are now very hot. So let's put the brake fans on. Oh yeah, there we go. 300 degrees. The brake fans are on. So I will let those cool down and get back to the stand. Because we can't do much while they're that sort of temperature. But thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.